that should do it. All right, goodbye, everybody. We did it.
We
just currently watching Rory McIlroy's collapse at the Masters.
Oh, is he collapsing?
What a treat to come home to. Yeah.
Wow.
He's tied, 3-way tie for first place. He just had a double bogey and then a bogey.
That's
like, I don't get it. Won, like,
he's won Masters before, right? Oh, that's right. He hasn't.
It's weird. It's like if I was him, I would want to win, like going away.
Right. Like I don't understand. I don't understand the strategy at all. But I mean,
like
I'm
dicking
no
around with it. Like it's cool if you want to be on some kind of ESPN documentary about complete fails, like over and over again. Like that's a good way to get attention. There is a place for them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to be the sad guy. But at least he doesn't look like a 17-year-old girl with curly hair anymore, like he did in the early 2000s or whatever. The 2000s. He had a rough look for a long time, Rory. Yeah. He had a rough look. Very mad. Really worked on the pecs and the biceps for the last decade. Got real strong. So
isn't that Bryson DeChambeau too? Isn't he like super jacked or something?
He is. I think that's all it would take, but it's very hard to hit a golf ball. What people forget is it's hard.
I don't think they do. I don't think anyone has forgotten that golf is hard.
So I just be like, oh, Rory just biffing it again, dude. That guy sucks.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, fucking little loser he is.
All right. So let's start that podcast. Kick off how winners do it.
Let's go.
How winners spend Sundays.
I've confused my priorities. Isn't it supposed to come to me? Yes, this is how it's meant to be. Every little thing flashing on a screen.
What was fun about it was that, like, I told a buddy at work today that, like, after the first round, he was down by, like, 6 strokes or something like that. Royce, I was like, now's the time to bet for the win, He's got 3 more rounds, and I was like, I just completely forgot. I was like, I'll bet $10. It was probably, like, plus 800, plus 1,000. I don't know how far back he was. And, of course, I forgot. But now, the way it's happening is what would have happened if I placed the bet. Like, this is classic me betting. Like, $10, just feeling good, ready, and then just the utter collapse. Like, things in sports you've never seen before. Just to take $10 away from me. Just a humble man going about his life, trying to win the casual, plus 800 bet. Very, very hard. But to see it go that way would have been brutal.
Yeah. Well, sports betting is the most guaranteed thing. I always find it entertaining that people like make money, like meaning like you can be a professional gambler. I'm like, I don't understand. I wonder what those guys put in hours wise. Like you ever think about that? Like the weird obscure jobs where you're like I can't make money at it now because I'm not doing the research. But could I put in time to become a professional gambler? Like what? But what is? I don't even know what that time is supposed to be.
Mathing, probably, right? Just finding the edges, like just the little wins here and there, just over time, trying to win 55-45, just grinding it.
It's not the 80. It's not the 12 leg parlay, is what you're telling me. It's not finding the perfect 12 leg parlay. I don't know. I thought that's always what it was. It's like, well, as long as I win, if I place $100 on a parlay that's plus 25,000, all I gotta do is that a few times a year, and then I'll be fine. So that's all this is. What was it? 2 for the money, a very pretty far removed, probably like 20. I want to say it was 2003, 2004. Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino.
Oh yeah.
Where Matthew McConaughey is a sports gambler, a professional sports gambler, and Al Pacino hires him for his, in 2003, I don't know, it was like his bookie service. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he worked at FanDuel, but like, yeah, you could, like, people are professional gamblers. And I
That's
just.
right, but Al Pacino's really the devil the whole time.
Nope. That's not
Like I said,
every
yeah.
Al Pacino movie.
Just most of them.
Although it would be funnier if we just made the Pacino verse and every movie he was in, he's in all these different situations because he's just the devil. Like, that would be a good cop out for the Pacino verse. Is just make him the devil and try to tie all of those movies together that he's been in. Did he ever do comedy? Did Al Pacino? Has he ever done something like silly?
He just did.
Really?
I just heard of something that he did.
Because, like, most people, have done the silly. I just Googled.
I mean,
because
De
I'm trying
Niro
to
went
do two
heavy,
things at once.
obviously.
I just Googled silly Pacino instead of Al Pacino. Yeah, De Niro went really into it. Like, in the mid-'90s, you wouldn't call De Niro a silly actor. And then all of a sudden, he was just like, yo, you want zany? Let's get zany.
He went full. Yeah. The Meet the Parents, the
I think
analyzing,
Yeah.
the interns, like all that kind of shit. Yeah.
I think he got the taste with Meet the Parents. I'm sure Analyze This was probably older than Meet the Parents. But I feel like he probably got Meet the Parents and was like, oh, shit. I can make money on this shit. Yeah, I don't know with Pacino. Oh, he was in the movie Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler's masterpiece.
That's the one I was thinking of, dude. That's
Really?
literally the one I was thinking of. Yes. I knew he was in something really weird. Like yeah.
I have never
'Cause I
seen
think
it.
I
So
heard
good for you for seeing it.
Well, I think I heard Nick Swardson telling a story about it and how, like, he was actually really invested. Like, one night he was reading his line and he called to be like, hey, I think we should do this or this. And, like, he was like, really invested in what's arguably the worst Adam Sandler movie by critic standards of all time. That's saying something, you know?
It is really saying something.
It's just, like, you pick the ones you like. People, like, I like Don't Mess with the Zohan. Some people don't. I find it really hilarious. But maybe some people maybe there are, like, I wasn't a big Little Nicky fan, per se. That wasn't up my alley. You know, not a big. I'm feeling a little dubious on the Happy Gilmore 2 trailer. I'm a little worried that it's going to be too much of one of those, like, let's bring all these crazy cameos in and just make it like a self-congratulatory jerk-off fest to the first movie versus it just being an original story. I'm very worried based on the trailer. But hopefully all the cameo things are just in the trailer, so it makes people watch, but then it's just a good...
Have you
good
seen
movie,
an Adam
right?
Sandler movie in the last 15 years? There's going to be at least triple whatever cameos you're talking about. At least triple.
No.
We all like Adam Sandler.
I don't mean his friends either. I mean, like, real, like, celebrities and, like, crazy, like, a bunch of different crazy celebrities from every walk of life that are part of it. Not just, like, all of his buddies, which is fine. I'm fine with that part of it.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. He was in other... Al Pacino was in one other comedy in 2003. A romantic comedy. Also literally also critically acclaimed as being a fucking terrible movie.
The Devil Wears Prada?
No. We're talking Bennifer in Geely. He evidently was in the movie Geely.
Wow.
Yeah. So budget of 75.6 million, raked in 7.2 at the box office.
That was a Kevin
of
Smith
flop.
vehicle, though, wasn't it?
No, you're thinking of Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl. That's right.
Yep. Nope.
Nobody knows who made Geely because whoever did it immediately.
They don't get work anymore. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's see. Directed by Martin Brest.
Shyamalan.
Guess I understand why he got Pacino. He directed Scent of a Woman.
What a turn.
pretty weird pull though to be like, you know what? I know Pacino. I bet I could get him in here for this. Ben Affleck, of course, is like, all right, yeah, get Pacino. Let's do this. And
yeah, you get it.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I like Al Pacino. I think. I don't know what he brings. I don't know that he brings a ton to the table, but I enjoy him.
Any Given Sunday, it's pretty all right.
Mm-hmm.
The Godfather Part 2, pretty all right. Pretty good picture.
Picture film.
And The Devil's Advocate, as we mentioned.
Yes.
Keanu, Al Pacino, mid-90s. Where are we going with this? Nobody knows, but we're in. We're in for it. Charlize Theron.
Yeah, it's a weird movie too. Like it
would have been straight to Cinemax if it didn't have the actors it did. That was basically the plot. But
yeah.
But a new role for Keanu, not actiony, also not a dumb guy, just playing the lawyer, the strapping lawyer, the slicked hair, but just trying to be successful, doing whatever he needs to do. You know.
What year was Devil's Advocate?
I'm gonna say 96.
I think the 90s loved lawyers. Can we say that?
Tons of lawyer shit.
The 90s loved lawyer movies. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. A Time to Kill.
I mean, and a lot of them are good hits.
Pelican Brief. Is that a thing? Sounds like it would be a thing.
Yeah. Philadelphia.
A Few Good Men. Philadelphia.
A Time to Kill.
My Cousin Vinny. Obviously.
The Firm.
The Firm, yeah.
Sleepers, not really I don't know that that's
Sleeper.
an attorney movie.
Okay. That was Brad Pitt.
Yes.
That was like, she had a banger cast and should have been good. It ended up being about little boys getting diddled.
Yeah.
It was not exciting at all.
No.
It's like, this cast is awesome. These dudes are awesome. It's like, oh no, there's child
diddling. I feel really bad
Yeah.
about this. Yeah, like this is making my heart sad.
I wish I didn't watch this.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of attorney movies, and I never saw the remake of 12 Angry Men. Really liked the original, but never saw the remake. I should try to find that.
It's on Broadway right now, starring Bill Burr.
Nope, that's also not correct. You're thinking of Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh yeah, that's right. Another movie about a bunch of guys in a different industry. Yeah.
Rory McCulkin and
yeah.
Bob Odenkirk. Interesting trio.
God, what is this? Broadway? Strangely.
Nice. Speaking of which, new Black Mirror dropped this weekend. You a Black Mirror fan? Speaking of
I'm like 6
watching things
behind.
that make you go, I don't know if I should be watching this or not. Oh, really? You've only seen a couple?
Mm-hmm. I've seen episodes here and there. I haven't watched like them incomplete, and you don't need to, right? Because it's like
it's anthology
just
series,
an
more or less.
anthology of episodes.
There's slight connections between a few episodes, but it's not relevant. Now, I don't even know where it's going as a whole, but no, they're basically anthology. You could pick and choose whatever ones.
I do enjoy it, the ones I've seen, and I think I haven't committed to it because of the depression, that factor that it goes along with it. But only because of that. Only because of the detrimental feeling of being absorbed by a world that lacks humanity or any kind of empathy and pulse.
It is that.
And yes, so it's like,
it is that. You
difficult.
Are correct if that's what you're trying to stay away from. I'm not going to be like,
Yeah.
well, actually, nope. You have to be in a healthy mindset to watch it. Like, if you're not feeling good, it is not a show to watch because you'll be like, oh, this is way worse. I mean, that's its genius, man. It elicits emotions, I think, because you're just like, fuck. Like, that's the emotion you get. It's not too complex. You just watch it and you go, fuck. Like, but it's
that's
an
good
interesting
sci-fi
concept.
though. I feel like not that it's all like sci-fi. You know, it is sci-fi.
No,
it's
but
like,
that's sci-fi that's kind of the more true sci-fi than what we know as like the beginning of the genre. Yeah, is right. Yeah. It's science fiction, meaning like most of it is about advanced technology and what it morphs into and stuff like that, and like you say, and a basically a removing of humanity, but it's really good because it elicits emotions. But that being said, you literally have to be in a good headspace to be able to watch it. It would also help, like, if you want to soften the emotional part of it, you watch it with like someone else so that you can like talk to someone while it's happening and like take yourself out of not being too in depth into it. You know, kind of like it's like watching a really scary movie with someone else. It's like, okay, this grounds me.
I cannot talk about it without crying.
Exactly. You got to touch grass. You have to watch it on a sunny day, so that you don't look outside and be extra sad after it's done.
I mean, I've tried, like, I started watching Longlegs the other night, and
I have not.
It's good, like, in a way, like, I'm getting into it, like, sort of like whatever, a modern Silence of the Lambs so far, and then it was just late, and I was like, this makes me too uncomfortable, and I'm okay with, like, the premise and the idea and all that, but I was like, I don't want to go to sleep to this. I don't know why. Not for nightmares, just like, I don't want to feel this way right now. Like, I'd rather get up in the morning and watch it. And I need to finish it because I'm, like, halfway through. That's happened a couple times with, like, thrillers or horror movies lately where I was like, because I used to be into them at night. And it's like, I don't even know if I'm scared. I just don't feel good. I just don't, you know? It's just gross. I'm like, ugh. I mean, it's good. No, I guess it's good to exercise that feeling, but then... do it more? Should I do it more?
It is.
I don't know.
It is, but no, like you said, is watching it in the morning. I think you're in a better spot. Certainly, I think I think there's legitimacy to that. Is watching it in the morning, you feel better about it. But yeah, I think Black Mirror is like 6 or 7 episodes. I watched one of them this morning. It was pretty good. It was okay. I would put it maybe middle of the pack. And out of like, now I'm guessing there's probably 50 episodes total. Maybe like 40 or 50 episodes. But yeah, I don't know that it's a hot wreck, but it's there. It's there and it's good. They do a good job generally. I would say 85% of them are solid. You only get a stinker, maybe 1, maybe 2 in a season, but generally they're very good, interesting stories, and they're perfect for me because they're not long, so it's anthology episodes. So it's like an hour tells the entire story, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. And it's like a modern day Twilight Zone, really, which holds up too. It's on Sci-Fi Channel probably once a month. I don't know. I assume it's a marathon of it happening all the time. I don't know what channel it's on, but a lot of those still hold up. In terms of dystopian, like, I don't know, in high school we read them, but in college, how far have you gone into, like, reading the classic dystopian books, like the George Orwell, Aldous Huxley, like any of those, like Brave New World, 1984,
I have never.
Island, any of those?
I have
The reason I bring it up, for people that are into it, really the original one was one called W-E, but it was a Russian author, and so that was kind of like the initial dystopian one, and that's probably the best one by, I think his name, Yevgeny Zamyatin, I think is the author of it, and he, like, so basically Huxley kind of borrowed from him and then Orwell, but I went through like maybe 2 summers in, like, after college, well, started in college and then afterwards, of like getting really into that. And it's the same. It's like, why am I reading this? Like, I know what's going to happen and I don't. And then I don't know if I'm enjoying this, but it's just reaffirming things that terrify me about society and government and all that. And what was it good? Did you ever see Equilibrium, the Christian Bale movie with the gun kata martial arts fighting, where they're like martial arts where they're shooting each other?
I started it once, probably about 5 years ago because I meant to watch it and I think I watched like 20 minutes of it and then never revisited it. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I have not watched it.
I need to watch it again because I think I liked it, but I don't know if I was just into the idea at that time. If it's really good, but there's like, he plays like one of the assassins, like the whatever, the people that keep order, and so he has to go kill people who are breaking the laws and shit. There's book burnings, all that kind of shit. That's always a trope. But I think I remember it being pretty solid. But I don't remember that if I was just being a fanboy of Christian Bale at the time because he had just done Batman. So maybe I was just riding that train. So maybe I was equal parts fanboy of Christian Bale and of dystopian movies, and I just merged them together into liking it.
How is this not perfect?
Holds up. Yeah. So I don't know where that came from, but yeah. There's a big. Well, this comes out on Wednesday, and there's a big weekend ahead of us, Jeff, and I'm torn. Natalie and Brulia, down under right now. It's WrestleMania weekend.
Yep.
2 nights. We love it. 2 nights, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that on Saturday night, 4/19, I got a little Metallica concert to go to. At the JMA Wireless Dome. Like, I did not know this was going to be a thing. I guess the question is, do I pull up WrestleMania on my phone while For Whom the Bell Tolls is playing? Maybe Triple H will come out to, like, this Metallica song and I can sync it up perfectly, like Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz, deal.
No, man, you gotta. So with wrestling, I think you're okay in general to be like, I'm just going to watch it tomorrow morning. Now in the advent of Peacock and pay-per-views, how they work, you can just watch Mania in the morning. You can avoid it because Metallica at least goes all night.
Ooh.
So you can
Mania
avoid,
in the morning. I like that.
You can,
Give me a hell yeah!
You can avoid social media because you'll be preoccupied at something where you don't want to have your phone out and stuff. So that's what's nice about the Metallica concert. It's like, no, you're really having to do something. It's not like you're going to a gathering of people where you can keep farting around on socials and you're actually going to be exposed to it. I don't think anyone at Metallica is going to be like, and by the way, yeah, I don't think James is going to like announce the winner of like the women's heavyweight championship or anything. So like that's unlikely. So I say avoid it. Wake up Sunday feeling good if you don't have to work. Then you're just like, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to enjoy some coffee and I'm going to watch some
8 hours of WrestleMania on Sunday.
Hell yeah, you will.
Well, it basically means I can't go onto Instagram or anything and see.
Correct.
But there's a serious Venn diagram connection, I think, of Metallica metal fans older, because mind you, Metallica haven't been to Syracuse in like 30 years, so there's going to be people busting out their old leather. There's going to be a lot of bellies hanging out over clothes that are too tight. Be a lot of cigarettes in the crowd, I feel like, just regular analog cigarettes, just out there.
Okay.
And a lot of like aged skin, a lot of bad dye jobs, that kind of thing. Amongst other, who knows, maybe there'll be a good, maybe a lot of SU students will go there. I think 20-somethings are into Metallica.
I like that you said
definitely
analog cigarettes is now like my favorite term. Analog cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's the opposite, the predecessor to e-cigs.
Yeah, but the Venn diagram of them and wrestling fans is pretty good. So there's going to be, I don't know. I guess will I see a wrestling shirt in the crowd? Went for that show. We're thinking about what people wear. It's going to be a lot of Metallica. Also, it's going to be the one supported by Pantera and Suicidal Tendencies. No Limp Bizkit, unfortunately, so it won't be big windbreaker suits or anything like that.
Okay.
But will I see over under wrestling shirts on WrestleMania night 1? Over under 3.5.
Ooh, 3.5. Okay. I was thinking your over under was going to be 2.5.
Wow, so cool. Wow, what are we, a book? It's so good. Look at us.
3.5. Will you see 3 wrestling shirts? That's a lot of people can fit in that.
Or
dome.
more, 3 or 4.
Right. That is, well, 3 would be the under, 4 would be the over.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people in that dome.
I have to try to remember
have to be paying attention. Right. You have to be paying attention and looking for them. Or not looking for them per se, but like being cognizant of every shirt you see. I'm going to take the under. I think you will see 1, maybe 2. I don't know that you're going to see 4. So I'm going to take the under. Although I think some people in spirit will absolutely go, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt to this Metallica show because it's Mania. And I want to be able to give people the nod. Because what you need to be doing is respect and reward them for wearing the wrestling shirt. And if it's a wrestler that's wrestling Saturday, you have to give them props for it. You have to acknowledge that they're acknowledging it.
See, because somebody could like wear a Rhea Ripley shirt and get away with it at a metal show, a rock show.
It's true.
Or maybe somebody's yeeting. Maybe somebody's yeeting that night, just yeeting hard.
Though Jey Uso fans are probably not going to the Metallica show. Rhea Ripley maybe. Jey Uso fans probably unlikely.
So I'm bummed I can't watch it live, but I'm very excited for Mania morning, or what'd you call it?
Yeah, Mania morning.
I already forgot.
Mania in the morning. Or morning Mania?
Wait till...
I don't remember.
Someday there will be a WrestleMania in, like, Berlin, and then we'll get to watch it at, like, noon or 1 p.m. That'd be fantastic.
Oh, it'd be
That'd
so
be amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I love when
that.
WWE is in Europe. I love when any sport is in Europe because I'm like, hell yeah, have it during the day.
Yeah, I can stay up for the whole thing. That'd be great.
You bet. What do you mean NFL has a game at 9:30 in the morning? Sign me up. I'm like, this is what West Coast people get every fucking week? I'm like, lucky bastards.
Yeah. I'd say even when I was in Texas, an hour behind mattered. Just being 1 hour back. Like,
just nice.
Football starting at noon, being over by 10 usually. That matters. I think a good mountain time is probably is the best time.
No.
No.
Go West Coast. Sunday Night
All the
Football
way?
starting at like 8:20 or at 5:20 p.m. Have some dinner and watch Sunday Night Football and stuff. Like, oh, that's easy.
It is crazy for it to all be done by like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. That sounds so nice.
Like the game start at 10. Dude, share it with us, people. What is that like? Yep. I don't even
For
know.
our fans on the West Coast, call in to either Matt or myself if you have them. The lines are open. Really hard to do when the show's not live. Really hard to get call-ins. Learning that. Yeah, so Mania's going to be fun. I'm happy about that. This is kind of like the kickoff of like, oh, now I start to have things going on the weekends. Because then I have a wedding to go to the weekend after Mania. So that's something that I got to do.
Good. They at least picked the right date.
Right.
Unlike Metallica.
Unlike Mania itself, doubling up on Easter. Bold move by the WWE.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
To be like, no, we're going to do this on Easter.
Look out, Jesus. Here comes Cody Rhodes.
Yep, you bet.
That's right.
Yeah, and then May happens, and then it'll be like birthday, Metallica. Then, see, the Metallica, this year is so weird because I feel like the Metallica show is the weekend before Memorial Day. But since May 31st is on a Sunday, Memorial Day
Mm-hmm.
feels really early.
Like the 26th
in its current slot.
or
25th?
Yeah, or 25th.
25th is going to be Memorial Day. So that last weekend in May is not Memorial Day weekend, which feels weird to say, but yeah. So
that means we get one more week of summer.
Something like that. I believe there's a groundhog in there, but yeah. So this summer, not a ton of plans as of right now, but I don't know. Sometimes that's
What's your
sometimes
ballpark
that's good.
schedule? Do you have any ballpark?
Well, I'm trying. We're possibly throwing around Kansas City and St. Louis in the second week of June.
Ooh, that'd be a good 1-2.
Yeah, fly into Kansas City or fly into St. Louis, catch a game there, drive to Kansas City from St. Louis, catch a Yankees game there, then fly home. Our buddy Jay is possibly in the works because he can drive there from Tennessee, so that would give us a car. But in anticipation of that, as like just to have it, is that this week I finally got off my tuchus and did submitted my stuff for my passport because I've never needed a passport to this point.
What?
And so now we need it for domestic travel because I don't have an enhanced ID or a real ID.
Real ID
so
or whatever? Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So I'm like, out. And then it's like, do you want the passport card for $30? And I'm like, well, I'm just doing this. I'm like, I guess. And so I dropped 30 on a passport card.
You don't need
You are
it.
shaking your head no, as if that was the worst move I've ever made.
They got you, man. They upgraded you to the... Wait, do you mean you didn't get the actual passport? You just got the passport card?
No, I got both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can have one without the other. I mean, you want the book, the passport. You don't really need the...
Right. I don't know,
But
man.
I guess if
Because
you
I don't
want to
want to
carry
carry
your passport around
I don't want to
domestically.
I don't want to carry my passport around
Okay.
if I'm flying and stuff like that. I just want to have passport card in my wallet.
You know what? I don't know why I'm giving you shit. Like, you talk about how you don't want to spend money on anything, and you just spent $30 on a passport card. I think that's fine. I'm sorry.
For 10 years.
I'm being a little bit of a dick. That was not fair.
For 10 years.
You.
So, but I was really proud of myself because the guy at my appointment commended me because I showed up with my folder and I'm like,
Had your shit together?
I'm like, here's my printed out typed
the
application.
CVS?
I'm like, here is my birth
pictures.
certificate. Here is my social security card. Here is my driver's license. Here are my 2 checks made out to the proper parties. And he's like, look at you. And I waltzed up.
I read those fucking instructions.
I waltzed up with a 2x2 photo already printed on matte paper for him.
What was your picture? Did they give you like 3 choices? Where'd you go?
I look like no.
You're like-
I did it. You can do them yourself now.
Wow,
Yeah.
that terrifies. Yeah.
And I look like a fucking murderer because the problem is
Just eyeball.
it says
your look?
it says you can't smile. Like
No,
you
yeah,
can't
that's right,
smile.
that's right.
Your mouth has to be
I read
closed.
it,
And
right.
I'm a bald guy with a big beard. There's no way to look not menacing in that situation. So yeah, it looks terrifying. Actually, hold on. I bet I still got the picture.
I forgot when I did it.
myself.
The last time I got my passport, I went to Staples or wherever to get my picture. And they were like, I was like, hey.
Hold on.
Let me see.
I'll take pleasure in gutting you,
Yep.
boy.
That's your vibe. That's not, honestly, that's pretty good. It's pretty uniform, pretty symmetrical. I think you're smiling with your eyes. I don't know. I can tell. I think you're smizing. Yeah.
I promise I'm not a threat. Like the problem is like, don't I want to seem inviting or they want everyone neutral? Like, is that the case? Do you think that they want everyone neutral so that someone looking at the passport doesn't get guided to think, oh, they're nice, which would in turn be more likely that they would let you through? I bet that's part of it. I think there's a psychological aspect that neutral face is what they're looking for so that people don't feel a certain way about you.
I wonder, too, if it's like, because when people get mug shots, no, people do smile in those if they're drunk. Like, I was like, do they try to match it up with, like, mug shots that people are not happy with? But
Yeah, I don't know.
drunk people are always cheesing.
But I've had domestic travel where I've never even been asked for my ID. I had my last domestic flight I was on coming out of Austin. I want to say they just go, nope, we already scanned your face. I go, all right. And so I didn't present
They
a
did.
driver's license or anything. I scanned my boarding pass, and then they scanned my face, and then I went on. So I'm like, what? I'm like, if you want this real ID or anything like that, I'm like, you didn't even ask for my normal ID.
You're the realest ID there is. It's you.
Ah.
Dude, Black Mirror. Black Mirror. They know. Welcome, Mr. Warden. Would you like to listen to your recent episode of Strangely Familiar? Like,
You're
no,
right on the plane.
you know I don't listen to that.
Right. Shut up. Shut
It's
up.
not in my algorithm.
So I got that out of the way. There's a bunch of stuff. I feel like I'm very heavily backed up on like things that I kind of got to get done. Granted, definitely should have been trying to address some of these things in the last 3 months. Just haven't. But like, I also wouldn't need to like get work done on my car, like just general maintenance stuff. But I really got to like try to get that done so that that's taken care of, because I don't know that I am going to get a new car, because I'm terrified about spending money to get a new car, especially because my car is operating fine. So I feel like I should just stick with my car that I have, but possibly invest in some aftermarket things to maybe quench that thirst of wanting a new car, like getting myself a new head unit for my car. And I hate like looking for advice online, because people are like, yeah, it's so easy. You can do it yourself.
What is that again? What is the head? Does it
Like,
mean just like, is that
just
on
meaning
your seat,
like the radio. Like the radio,
Oh.
it's not called a radio. It's the head unit is like your operating system for your car, for the
I'm
the
a
radio.
car guy.
So I really want like my what do you call it? GPS to not. I want to stop using my phone. I have a little thing that holds my phone, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want it in the center console, and you know, I want Android Auto, and I just want small stuff like that. So like
some quality of life upgrades.
yeah, and maybe I
Okay.
don't need an entire new automobile to get what I want out
okay.
of it. So like,
Okay, good.
it's
good.
kind of trying to like reward myself, but not go fully into getting a brand new car totally. So I'm trying to think of doing that too. There was something else I was trying to do, but work's also been busy. But yeah, I'm just trying to do a lot of stuff at the same time. Oh, I have an eye appointment because I need like new contacts. Should have been doing this in the last 3 or 4 months.
Life's just coming at you. It's just coming at you.
You
right
want to know
now.
what's dumb is that like none of this stuff is hard, but it's like, this is just so much. Like, I just don't want to keep doing it. There's so many things.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
Right. It's just like, this isn't difficult, and it's not necessarily like the money
I know
issue.
it's not.
I'm just like,
You don't want to spend your
I just
day
don't
off
wanna
managing this.
yeah, like, I just don't want to do any of it. Can't this just happen? Can't I just, like, for my eye appointment, I want to be like, can't you just re-up my prescription? Can't we just fucking... Why do eye prescriptions expire? Knock it off. That's a fucking money grab if I've
Make it
ever
every
heard
5
one.
years. Like, our eyes don't change that much every year.
Right. Sure, people have issues. You can come in earlier. I get that.
Yeah.
But, like...
It's big eye, big optometry.
It is. It is. Optometry, ophthalmology. We just started renaming eye doctor like 7 different times.
Yeah.
Dentist, dental hygienist, orthodontist, periodontist. I'm like, you all are blasting my mouth hole with fucking picks and scrapes and stuff. Why don't you all collectively get together and quit fucking around and tell me what's going on in there? Like, stop having so many doctors that are basically the same doctors. I feel like I'm being had here.
Dude, blasting your mouth hole.
Right.
I am in a similar space, not with my mouth hole being blasted,
Okay.
but
All right.
I am facing a reckoning. I did file my taxes yesterday, just in the nick of time.
Wow. Okay.
Just in the nick of time, yeah. I don't know. I started them in like February, and then I just forgot to hit submit. You know what scares me the most is hey, get your AGI from last year or whatever. I'm like, I should save that every year. Now I have to do a bunch of research to find my tax return to look that up again, and now I won't be able to file. But that's done. But the real reckoning, which I mentioned maybe a few months ago, is that my debit card is on its last month.
Whoa.
And I am getting pounded in my mouth by emails about my card expiring because everything I have is on auto bill and I have not changed any of them yet. So I'm like, I don't even know how many things. That's how good my budget is that I have to go change my card. And I don't understand why there's not a world where it just replaces itself on there. Like everything else in our life is automated. Like the account's in good standing. Like just shift it. In fact, the number they gave me is the exact same. I didn't even know that's what happens. They give the exact same like debit card number, except it's got a new
as you don't need it
CVV.
reissued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's okay. Just do it. Just charge to that number. It's okay. Let Wells Fargo handle it. Just tell my people. Let their people tell my people that the couple numbers change, and that'd be fine. But no, I got to go manually through dozens of charges, and I'm not going to get them all because that would mean I'd have to spend upwards to 2 hours going through my bank statement and seeing what gets charged every month. And then
It
going
does
through
not
my accounts
take
and
you
remembering
2
my passwords.
hours. You are being dramatic. That does not take 2 hours to go through. Because all you have to do is check what? A month of charges, maybe 2 to make sure you have them in order. But then what charges less often than bi-monthly? Your insurance, maybe, if you do 6 months on your insurance.
I might just default on everything and start a new life. It'd be
Okay,
way
there you
easier.
go.
I'm just gonna do that.
I'll just
You know,
default.
I can't.
We'll just have my
Yeah,
life around me canceled, and then I'll
Yeah,
start with what I want to do.
I'm just gonna
from
get
there.
out of. I'm gonna get out of the country. It's
That's true.
easy. Yeah, just do
Rocket
that.
Rocket Mortgage says that their app will let you know how many subscriptions you have so you can cancel them. The alternative is letting your debit card just cancel and having the subscriptions cancel themselves.
That's true.
Rocket Mortgage's pocket
Well,
purchases.
I mean, I don't want my internet and electricity to stop.
Okay,
that's
so
for
they
sure.
make the cut.
Yeah. I mean, I can't not have ESPN Plus.
Okay, interesting where you go to after that. Okay.
Actually,
okay.
I probably could because the Bruins aren't in the
'Cause now-
playoffs. I could
I was
probably give
gonna
that up for a
say,
few
right.
months. I will not give up my physical subscription to Maxim.
Okay.
I think I'm one of their last 3 subscribers, so I got to keep that going. This month's cover model was Terry Polo from Meet the Parents, but now, not from back then. It's her now. I just
It's
wanted
actually
to,
it's actually Tara Reid for the 48th time. They just keep having Tara
Yeah,
Reid
yeah.
because she needs work and they need cover models.
Yeah. So I just got it. It's like, honestly, it's like the feeling you get when you had to write a paper or something. It's like, just fucking do it. Just gotta fucking do it. And you know when I'll do it? I will
Procrastination,
do
man.
it.
They made a word for that. It's called procrastination.
I will do it on April 30th. That's when I will do it. The very last day. Maybe the 29th. Who knows? Maybe sometime this. Maybe a couple each night. I don't know.
Do you have the new card yet? They should have sent
do.
you the new card.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I knew it was the same number, but just different other shit.
True.
It's just such a to-do. You know what? I guess it would have been a to-do if it got stolen and I had to like replace it anyway. But I've just had such a good run. You know, I earned it. Like I feel like I really earned something here, and now I don't get to reap the rewards. Like I'm literally being targeted. I'm literally oppressed by the credit unions or the credit card companies or the banks of America. Only me specifically. Nobody else is
Right.
suffering from that at all. I'm just being punished for being a good steward
Punished.
of my card. I haven't broken it, lost it, anything. Whatever. Dear Wells Fargo, You're getting a letter. Listen, 1-800 Wells Fargo. If you exist, prepare for a call where they will say, "We are sorry, and please enjoy your new card." And I will say no, and we will agree to disagree. That will be it. That is the conversation.
That is so anticlimactic the way you just described
Why
that.
can't your card just exist forever? Like, we know that most of them don't
man.
go forever, but why can't they just go forever?
Live update.
I don't understand. Like, not forever, like 20 years. Why not?
Live update. Rory McIlroy through 17 with the lead by 1 stroke.
Just tap it in.
Justin Rose is at...
He finished, right? Already?
Justin Rose is finished with 11 under. Rory's through 17, 12 under.
Rory. Come on, Rory.
A par to win it all.
Dude. We all remember the Greg Norman thing. We were it was late 90s, right? Or mid 90s. We were Utes. Greg Norman, like, sometimes sandbags, like a 6-stroke thing in the last half of the tournament to lose the Masters. The Shark. Brutal.
As a non-golfer fan, certainly watching, I did, however, like, one of the very few events I watched attentively was Sunday of the Masters in 2012. And I watched Bubba's absurd shot from, like, the middle of nowhere under a tree to basically win his green jacket 2 shots later. So I do remember, I actually have a memory of watching that in my apartment in 2012. So that's
I forgot to mention.
Go ahead.
Because I think we had talked about sports, like, what things did you watch live that were, like, all time? And I know I mentioned Who Do You Think You Are? I Am, like, having watched that live, an all-time moment to have seen live. It exists. But I forgot, when I was in college, senior year, a lot of people probably watched it, but 2005, the Tiger Woods Masters shot, where he shoots, like, off the green and it, like, completely, like, 90 degrees away from the pin. And it just like starts dropping, and then it pauses, like,
with,
right
like,
at the hole.
the swoosh.
Yeah.
With,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It looks like a Nike ad.
Yeah, he's like, "In your life, have you ever seen anything like this?" It's like, I watched that in the moment, and it was fucking awesome. I think I might have 2 Mount Rushmore live sports moments, like, in my oeuvre of
Yeah,
watching.
that's...
Also, the ear biting. I think I saw the ear biting over at Steve Samasuk's house in high school, because he used to get illegal cable when
Wow,
Tyson
you
bit
saw the
Holyfield's ear
Tyson
off.
Holyfield fight?
Yeah.
You are too young to have watched that live, sir.
Well, we were like 14, 15,
Yeah.
maybe, something like that. Yeah.
Abrasive.
Wow.
No, I'm trying to think of other huge ones that I can recall. Super Bowls, I don't think they really count because so many people have seen.
Because everybody
them, right?
watches them.
Yeah, because everyone's kind of watching. So, yeah, I don't know that any epic. Oh, I remember laying in bed watching TV and the McGuire 60-second home run that was like that line drive shot to left field. I remember watching that live. Because most channels you were watching would cut to it every time he was at bat. Like, they would just stop whatever programming they had going on. They're like, all right, Mark McGuire's at bat again.
And how about, we just talked about it. After our podcast last week, sure enough, Alex Ovechkin gets the all-time goal leader. Fucking epic Selly. What a celebration. Scores, just fucking does the dive, the belly dive. Like, not a 0% chance that he knocks himself out with that kind of reckless dive. Like, his head, like, slammed. He could have, like, crushed his chin, but fucking awesome. That was cool to watch that. I don't know if that'd be an all-timer.
I don't know, though, man. Like, the problem I have with, like, sports nowadays and, like, the internet and stuff like that is that, like, instantly, as quick as a positive thing like a record being broken happens, you have people that just go like, oh my god, yeah, well, he'll never break Gretzky's points record. I'm like, yeah, fucking
true.
It's the same. I'm like, fucking just enjoy that a record that seemed unbreakable was broken. Stop. I hate when people are upset that records are broken. Like, I felt a certain way about the Patriots constantly winning, but also a part of me was like, yo, Tom Brady just won another fucking Super Bowl. Like, it blew my mind. And then when he went to Tampa and won one, I'm like, holy fucking shit. But like in a positive way of just like, dude, 10 years ago, no one thought the stuff could be possible. Like, I love when records are broken. Like, but everyone just, dude, the world is so miserable, and the only way people think they'll feel better is to bring every other accomplishment that we want to be happy about, bringing it down. And it's so fucking pathetic. I'm like, dude, Ovechkin's such a likable dude too. Like, just fucking enjoy the fact that
he was boozing right after the goal. He does. Right. He drinks. He's like he's a relic. He just drinks beers after. He's got Coors Lights in the locker room after the game.
Yeah. Like, it's just enjoy it. Just fucking stop being upset. Don't be these like, oh, he's nothing compared to the. Shut up. No one cares about your previous generation sports.
I tie my whole life to this.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, Gretzky's still awesome. Don't worry, we all know it. He wasn't even a goal scorer. That's what was so great about his record. He wasn't like a goal scorer. He just happened to have the goal scoring record. He was a playmaker. Like, he set people up. That's why he'll always have more assists than anybody else has points total. Like, that will never be broken ever, for sure. There's no way. That's actually the impossible one. That won't be broken. But everything else is meant to be broken. Like, every 30 years, it's like somebody breaks the goal scoring record. And there's a guy now, like Austin Matthews, has a chance. The U.S.-born Toronto Maple Leaf. He's got a chance. He could do it if he puts some years together. I mean, it's going to be hard, but somebody will do it again because that's how they're meant to be. Even Gretzky, back when he got the record, was like, records are meant to be broken. That's why when he went out there to say his congratulations, he was wearing a number 9, Detroit Red Wings number 9, Gordie Howe's number, because he appreciated him.
Right.
And he was like, you know what? I broke his record, and as soon as I did it, I knew somebody else would at some point, and that's just the way life works. And also, it's sports and it's entertainment. And that guy is very likable. It's just probably just people being like, fuck Russia and all that shit, which could be fair sometimes, but he loves it.
He's not Russia. He's Russian, but like, stop meaning like, oh, you Russia, you bad. Like, how fucking simple can you be?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's been here for like most of his life, so.
Yeah. Like, they on the radio show I listened to is wild. Like, I never knew that this happened. The first time he ever went golfing, he got a hole-in-one. Ovechkin did.
Shit. Really? Speaking of, McElroy just bogeyed. We're going to a playoff. Friends.
Oh, my God.
He shot a 1 over today. Wow.
Unfolding in real time.
Speaking of sports, quickly, have you seen the Switch 2? Any of the videos for it from the Nintendo Direct, anything like that?
No.
It looks very cool. I was like, we're gonna see it, and it's gonna look. I'm not gonna be into it, and I'm very into it.
Shit.
Just the hardware of it and everything. I'm already signed up on the list, which we can't pre-buy yet because of tariffs and shit. Cool, whatever. Who cares? But the new Mario Kart looks insane. It's like, it can be open world. Like, when you finish a race, you have to drive to the start of the next race to get there. So it's like a constant race, I guess, kind of a thing. Or you could just do open world mode where you can just drive around with people and just drive around the whole map, or off-road and all this shit. And it's like a 24 character race. There's like Battle Royale. There's like knockout versions of it. The downside of it is, I think it reflects your weather conditions based on where you are. So I was like,
no,
that sucks for me.
Oh no, Matt.
Upstate New York.
No,
it's always going to be gray and wet and rainy or snowy. I was like, you can't do that to us, Nintendo. That's not fair.
My game's not bringing me joy.
I'm going to have to use a VPN to play Mario Kart. I don't want them to know. Like, it's not fair to me. That's like pay to win or something like that.
I just want sunshine in my game.
I know.
That's a real thing? Wow.
I don't know how much is going to be a part of it. per se, or if it'll just be like, I don't know, but
Or it's got to be just like an option, right? That just has to be a viable option. There's no way they would force that upon you. At least I like to think.
maybe it's
that
just
they
like
wouldn't.
maybe if you're playing local, maybe it's like that, like a couch co-op,
Yeah.
maybe one of those.
Yeah.
That would make sense. But it also introduced the C button, but not the C button you're thinking of. It's the comms button. So now, like within Switch now, if you're playing with somebody, you can just communicate over Switch. And it comes like it's in your controller, or there's like, no, it goes to the unit. And there's like a little camera you can purchase now. So you can like have your face on there on the bottom of the screen, almost like you're streaming, but like to your friends. So finally, like Nintendo games, you can have comms. And do that. Play. Also, you could just hang out with people, and you could be playing different games. You can see the games the other people are playing, like you're watching a Twitch stream or something like that, as you guys are just like hanging out or something like that.
All right,
like-
that's pretty good for the psyche.
Yeah. And then also like the Joy-Cons are magnetic. Click in, but they can use them as like mice too. Like if you flip them up, it's like there's a lot. It's a lot going. I was more impressed than I thought I was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a just moderate upgrade. But they put some work into it, and the GPU, the CPU in it is very strong. You can go up to 4K if games support it. It's a thing, and I'm sad because now I have to spend money soon on that.
You're like, well, I
June
can't
5th
not
is the
get
release
it.
date.
June 5th?
New Donkey Kong game, 3D, like Odyssey style, except you can break through the ground and pick up pieces of it and throw it at people.
Man, what's Mario Party going to be now? Like,
Actually, there is whatever games that they had that you already own. So whether it's like Breath of the Wild, Mario Party, the new one, the Jamboree, there's like new games in it. You just have to buy like an upgrade pack for the Switch 2 version. But like your face, like if you have a camera, your face is in like it was like in the circle of like showing your.
I'm
icon
surprised
or whatever.
Mario doesn't let you do. I'm surprised Mario Party doesn't have that. Like that you could just do your own character in Mario Party. I feel like that we're at a stage of the
Like a
game
me?
where like
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised
should
that
be
like
able to do
that's
that.
not a thing. That's definitely we have the technology to be able to do stuff like that. If I can be a wrestler in 2K and then go slam some dunks in 2K25 NBA, I don't understand why I can't play Mario board games.
Yeah, it looks all right. I'm
All right. Well,
into
just
it.
like with everything else, if a couple of my friends get it, I'm gonna be like, well, now I might as well get it. and then
especially
we'll
with the
never
online play. I mean, I know like Discord obviously like rules the world with video game play, but like a lot of people who just play Switch don't have Discord, like or
Correct.
don't know how to download it, don't want to go through the whole thing of like what is it? And it's like we just want to like
Can you get Discord
Especially-
on the Wii or on a
No.
Switch?
nope. You can do it on your phone if you wanted
Then
to
you
do it
need
that
like
way.
so you'd need a Bluetooth headset to go to your phone.
Yeah, then your head.
so-
then you're not.
Yeah, it's not even that easy still, because or else you just put your phone on speaker or something. So like even using Discord isn't a convenient way, I would say, to chat while using Switch Online. But any hoozle,
You got to sign up. Sign up for the release, the pre-sale. Here's the things you got to know, though. I guess they're prioritizing people that have had Nintendo Online for at least 12 months and have at least 50 hours of gameplay on the Switch. So that's probably a lot of people still. But
I'm that. I
it's
think.
cool because like
Maybe.
they're keeping people away from like maybe just trying to like bulk buy or people that are just trying to buy it to resell it. Like they want enthusiasts, general enthusiasts of the platform.
People
Is a
playing
thing,
it
yeah.
to feel like they get first dibs instead of scalpers. Interesting.
All right. Last thought I have for you.
Go ahead.
Well, right before we started this, I was like, I forgot to get toilet paper, and that's all I really had to get from work when I came home. So now I have like 2 little skinny rolls that I hope will do it for me before I go to work tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what kind of night I'm gonna have? I don't know. I just gotta hope. I gotta hope I don't tear it up tonight. I will use paper towels if I need to. I probably won't need to. I'm hoping.
Maybe
Then I was
just
thinking
take
about
a shower.
Yeah, I got the bidet. The bidet is good, so I should be good. And that made me think. I don't know why I had a random thought about toilet paper and how my use of it changed based on a girlfriend that I had once. So
Interesting.
I had a girlfriend once who, when we showered and showered together, not a big deal, whatever. Like, she ended up with a very clean butt after we left the shower. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. I got it all soapy, suds,
Great.
all that. But whenever we'd get
on.
out of the shower, she did this thing where she would grab toilet paper and then like dry off her butt/butthole with it, or just like wipe, basically wipe after a shower. And I was like, that's I've never seen that before in my life. Have you ever heard of this before?
No.
Or seen it?
No.
Because now I do it all the time.
Okay.
Like, and it's very like, it's like, because how deep do you go with your drying towel after your shower? Your regular drying towel? Or do you just leave it a little moist in there?
Yeah, that's the problem. I think it's a little moist because you definitely don't want the towel digging around in there.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the thing. Just do a toilet paper wipe after the shower. Get yourself dried off.
Okay.
That's my hot wreck of the week. Weep?
Hot wreck of the wipe.
Yeah.
The wipe of the week.
Yeah, do a toilet paper wipe after you're mostly dried. Get in there, dry it all off. You're good. If you happen to catch a little stray, good. Then you're really clean.
Mm-hmm.
Depends. Like some showers, I don't feel like putting my finger fully in my asshole to clean it. I'm just being lazy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. No.
We take the same kind of showers, right? No.
You gotta.
But I'm just saying. Do
right,
it.
because it's not
try
about
it.
It's not about cleaning. It's about drying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably good, especially in the summer, because if it's like a humid day, you don't want to start out with mud butt. You don't want to start out.
No, you don't.
Humid.
No.
Down there. You have to embrace the dryness while you can have it. Right?
Yeah.
Or else it's going to feel like summers at McQuay all over again, where you're like at 6:15 a.m. and I literally feel like my butthole is in a swimming pool. This is terrible.
Dude. That's good. I haven't done like a clip minute of our show in a while, but I feel like there's a lot of hot quotes in this one.
A lot of clippables.
Might have to throw in. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of quotables.
I like it.
So that you guys try it. Let me know in the comments in the YouTube. If you dried your butthole with a TP.
The people want to know.
I want to know like how many wipes, just one, how deep you went, if you found anything on there.
You guys writing this down?
Looked at it. If you looked at it, yeah.
All right.
Any of that? Yeah. So, just casual shower talk. That's all.
All right.
That'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do. Go, Rory.
Can't